Hey crafters, Amy here with Leap of Faith Crafting. Thanks so much for stopping by. So today we're going to do a quick tutorial on how to make these adorable Tooth Fairy door hangers. I am using my WeCreat Vision laser machine, but you can use an X tool or any other laser machine that you have. And I will link these files below. I got, again, as I get everything at Creative Fabrica, since I have that great subscription that's only a few dollars a month, I got a whole bundle of different ones to choose from. So I'm going to show you that. So this just goes on the door, and then it has a little opening down there that you just slip the money in for your kiddo, and we personalized it there. And they can also put the tooth down there that you can dump out to take. So just needing one piece of basswood and then just some paint. I'm using some acrylic paint and paint pens and then some wood glue. So we're going to jump into the WeCreat creative space and show you how to personalize this and a few things you need to do, and then we'll start cutting. And make sure you hit that subscribe button below before we get started so you don't miss any more tutorials. So here we are in the WeCreat Make It software. We're going to go ahead and click on that new project up there and click on import. Okay, and I'm going to open up this Tooth Fairy hanger laser file, and I will link this below of where I got this file, and it comes in with all different ones. Let's see if we open up this one. Oops, you don't want to do that. Let's actually drop this down. Okay, so these are actually the numbers. I was just going to open it as a picture, but it opened it up here. So within this, they have all of these separate files. And I think we're going to do this number 7 here. So I'm just going to go to a new canvas. And now we're going to go import again. I'm going to click on number 7, click on open. And then I'm going to click on the SVG file right there and open that. And so this is how it comes in. So for one, I'm actually going to click off this. I don't want the Tooth Fairy there. And I'm actually going to put the name on here. So I'm just going to click on my text box. Click on here. And we're going to put the name, Rivers, and click off of it and back on it so we can change the font. Let's see about this. Let's try that. We're going to go to fill engrave. I want this engraved. And I'm just going to put it down here. Okay, so I changed that to LC, and we're going to leave that at fill engrave. Go 3mm basswood, and we are going to do this, let's see, relatively dark, maybe the 200 speed by 100 power, confirm that. Okay, and then actually we're going to do all of these blue, and probably those. We're going to change all of these to fill engrave. And change it to that same power. Okay, so these blue over here, and click both of these, and these we're just gonna keep them at line engrave. That's more just to where, so I can see where we need to paint things. Okay, so I'm gonna click on the red now, and with all the red, I'm gonna actually change that to cut, because those are all the little pieces that we're going to have cut out. And 3mm wood basswood, we're going to leave it like that. I am going to just drag my cursor over this part of it and group this together. Click that group up there, just so when I move this around, that's going to stay right there. Those are going to engrave on top of it, because then I can move. Oops, we're going to do the same thing and group these together here, because then I can move these around to where my wood is. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put my wood in, and then we will align this. Okay, so we are over at the WeCreate, and I am going to put, I have a piece of wood. You can see I just did my gnome sign out of here, but there's extra wood. So we are going to place this in here, and hopefully we can get all of that on that piece of wood. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and close my machine. Okay, we are going to pop back over here. I'm going to hit that refresh button. So it puts this here. I'm going to actually hit this autofocus, and my machine will go up and down and focus on the basswood that's in there. Okay, it's not wanting to autofocus, so I'm actually going to flip the board around. I'm thinking because the laser's over in here and that part is cut out. Okay, so I flipped it around. I'm going to hit refresh. So that's interesting to note if that actually is a thing. We're going to hit autofocus before because I don't actually know where it goes on the machine to autofocus. Okay, so that worked. So I guess you need to have the solid material over here for it to read. So we are going to move a few of these things around. So the camera is not totally accurate. So I like to make sure things are at least a few millimeters from the side of the top and the bottom. So things don't get cut off. Okay, so now we have it all set. We're gonna go ahead and hit that start button there. It says it will be about 12 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and send it here and press our button on the WeCreate. So everything stopped. Now lift it up. Notice when it comes up, pretty much everything's already out of there. So we have our tooth fairy hanger here. And our other little pieces. And my small pieces ended up going through the grates. So we're just gonna lift that up and grab those out. Okay, so I have all my pieces. Okay, and you can either sand this if you have a little kind of charring and stuff around it. I just use kind of a cotton towel and just go over it. But sometimes I'll also sand it if it gets too much. So this is just gonna glue on top of here, and then this on top of here, and on here to give it height to put that money behind. So we actually don't have to worry about painting these, but we're gonna go ahead and paint everything else.
So I'm just using a bunch of different paints. This is a shimmery acrylic paint. That's super fun. And then I'm also using just some acrylic paint markers to paint all of the smaller things. And I use some tweezers sometimes to hold things in place. And then the white paint, I need to put a couple of coats on because the white does sink in a little bit. And I'm putting 2 coats of even the pink and the yellow on every piece. And then I just added a couple little dots up on the top of that crown there. And then when I glue things together, I just put a little bit of glue and apply it with an old paintbrush. And you're just going to glue all of those pieces right in place, and lots of different options of kind of where you can put things and in what order. Just adding a little bit of wood glue to the back of each thing and then gently pressing it down. And then we're going to glue all of the layers together and center it and glue it on the board.
So there you have it, a very cute and personalized tooth fairy sign that you slip the money in there, slip the tooth in there, and then you just take it out and it hangs on the door. So a great thing for gifts. These would sell pretty easily if you have a machine to sell things. And overall, just a fun, cute project to paint and make. So anyway, hope that helped getting you started. And thanks so much for stopping by. Make sure you hit that subscribe button below so you don't miss any. And happy crafting, everyone.